And thank you, Victor. Thank you for our invitation to accepting our invitation, especially Voice of Common People interacting with me, Rami. And to be honest with you, Victor, I have known you for the past one year onwards. At such a young age, you are doing meticulous work, no doubt at all on that. Especially you are managing your professional work as well as your personal life. Both are handling very efficient, no doubt at all on that. So my first question to you, Victor, and if you want to be successful in our life, what kind of perception we would have?
You want to be successful in life. I feel like it's based on the metrics that you define success to be.
Hmm,
I mean, whether it's something like some tangible thing like, you know, getting a house or getting a new car or getting a job that you're happy with or that pays well. That just or maybe you have other measures or metrics of success like,
hmm,
you know, raising a family and taking care of your family, current family, you know, taking care of your friends,
hmm.
being happy with who you are. So I feel like it's very subjective. I
Yes.
feel like it changes a lot based on your age,
Hmm,
maturity, and also time.
hmm.
Um, so I wouldn't really know how to answer that question. Personally, perhaps.
Yes,
Sorry.
absolutely. You well mentioned. It is a subjective term. It varies from person to person. For me, a good cup of coffee is happiness. Going out with friends gives happiness. But I think nowadays earning more and more money, a good is gives happiness people. But in my point of that, happiness is always within yourself. So what you are doing when we are doing everything with the 100% productivity, definitely that will give success in my point of that. Okay, one more question to you, and especially as a youngsters, what are the roles and responsibility a youngster should have?
The roles and responsibilities of who, sorry?
Youngsters, young generation, especially.
Oh, like newer generations,
Yes, young
oh,
people.
okay.
Hmm.
Oh, and I didn't know that's how you called it. Oh, yeah, I guess new generation.
Hmm.
What can you repeat the question? Sorry?
What are the roles and responsibility of a young people nowadays?
Okay. I would say that the roles and responsibilities are to one of them would be to take care of the planet, definitely.
Hmm.
You know, try and work things out and improve on things that maybe we did mistakes on in the past.
Hmm.
And also like, you know, work hard
Hmm.
and get do something that you enjoy, but take care of the people around you.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, pretty human things.
Hmm.
I would say that we should abstain from comparing ourselves too much to other people now that social media is definitely more in our lives.
Hmm.
So that's something that other generations perhaps didn't have as much exposure to compared to us. So I
Hmm.
feel like we have to just be smart about it, be skeptical,
Hmm.
and find what drives you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well mentioned, no doubt at all on that. But nowadays, everyone will be leave their comfort zone. They never come out for their comfort zone. Even they are not bothered about others feeling. So like everyone will be selfish and they leave their comfort zone. So is it right to leave as a selfish or self-centered, or we want to be mingle with others?
I feel like if you live in your comfort zone, you also kind of tend to live in ignorance
Hmm.
because you don't always know everything,
Hmm.
and you would be surprised by how much you don't know. So
Hmm.
I feel like getting out of your comfort zone actually helps you explore more about your surroundings, but also like makes you question things about your values or, you know, what it is that kind of like defines us or what I want to be in the future. So I
Hmm.
feel like definitely leaving your comfort zone is a challenge, but it challenges you in a good way. So
Yes.
I would say I would say
Uh,
that definitely staying with your comfort zone could
yeah.
um
But I
Perhaps
would
like
say that we are living in we are social animals. We are living with the people. We are not living with any other planet. We are not living in forest. We are living within the people. So on that point of time, definitely we want to interact with the people, and we will give some, if possible, if try to be helpful. Definitely we should be helpful for the other person. But nowadays, no one can be helpful for anybody because everyone is living themselves, everyone is self-centered, and I don't know, people are more selfish rather than earlier days. What do you think on that?
I'd say I wouldn't know if people are more selfish nowadays. I wouldn't really know how to answer that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do agree in the idea that people should focus on themselves first, because if you can't help yourself, then how are you going to help others?
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
And one more thing, I really like about you is at a young age you are doing all things and you are working in marketing field. It is really challenging. So it's not an easy task to working in marketing field. So you need to be convince many people, especially our customers and other people. So how you are dealing with these kind of challenges?
Well, I work right now at a biomedical company
Mm-hmm.
called Aurora Biomed, and I work in sales and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exclusively marketing. I also manage a good amount of the sales aspect, and it is a bit challenging because you have to understand the product very well,
Mm-hmm.
and you're speaking to people who know about the product very well. Like they
Correct.
know about the science, they know about the protocols, the experimental procedures.
Mm,
And so you have to be the person to voice um, kind of like the purpose and intention of this machine, for
mm,
example, and how it's going to fit within their protocols and experiments. So it's daunting. It's definitely daunting. It's hard,
mm,
but I feel like a lot of what drives it is curiosity.
mm,
So if you're doing it and you like enjoy it and you're reading through a lot of the capabilities and features of the products that you're promoting and marketing,
mm,
then you can get a better grasp of of the purpose of the product,
mm.
and you can you're not trying so much to convince the person that they need it, but rather like
Correct.
guide them into
Mm,
why it would actually be useful for them.
mm,
And marketing does a great job at that because with marketing, you have to learn about all the products very well, and
mm.
you have to kind of like word it in a way that people find it interesting.
Yeah. And my final question to Victor, what is the difference between communication skills and as well as convincing skills?
Convincing and what, sorry?
Yeah, communication skills as well as convincing skills. A person has good communication. He can convince the people
Oh,
very well.
communication. Yeah. Communication and convincing, like the
Yes.
difference and similarities between the two.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I would say that if you're a good communicator, you're a good convincer. But
Oh,
I would say that being good at convincing also requires confidence.
correct.
But being good at communicating also kind of requires some confidence.
Correct. Correct.
Uh, so I feel like it's like a triangle, just they're all kind of
But
connected.
they are interrelated, they're interconnected. Yes, absolutely. And finally, thank you for accepting our invitation, Victor. And you are giving so much of information to our audience. Especially, I'm very big fan of you because of your thoughts. Yes, to be very honest with you, you always very smiley. That can those who
Mm.
are interacting with you also, they feel more easy to take and easy to handle their work with a fruitful manner. No doubt at all on that. That is the good thing you have. Thank you for giving your time, and you have shared so many points. Definitely we try to take those points and we try to implement those things in our day-to-day life also. Thank you, Victor.
Of course, Ramesh, thank you for having me today and have a nice day.
Yeah.